Good morning, Matt Smith over here over at the Third Corner Wine Shop and Bistro, here to show off our signature heirloom tomato flatbread, one of our most popular dishes here. So first things first, when you start off making your pizza dough, what you want to do is have greater than room temperature water, somewhere around the neighborhood of 105 degrees. So you just want to go ahead and add that to your mixer. Then you add your yeast. Basically what you want to do is you want to let that sit there and let it kind of melt together, and let it warm up by itself for about a minute or two. Then you want to slowly add the rest of your ingredients. I'm going to add my extra virgin olive oil, add the salt. Salt has a tendency to kill the yeast, so you kind of want to make sure all your other ingredients are incorporated thoroughly, and high gluten flour. It's really important for me and how to get a really good pizza crust. How we do it at the Third Corner is the key is the high gluten flour. So basically what we're going to do is add all this flour into the machine. What you want to do is go ahead and mix this for about 6 minutes to where the dough is nice and elastic and comes out fairly shiny. What you want to do is after you make your pizza dough, you create it in a large batch. You want to let it sit out for about an hour and then put it into the refrigerator. You want to let it chill thoroughly for a full day. When you decide that today's the day you're going to make pizza, go ahead and portion it out into balls that you're going to use. This is around a 6-ounce portion. And what you want to do is you want to let that sit for about 2 hours, just to where it comes up to room temperature and the dough has a little bit of elasticity to it and kind of bounces back a little bit. It's nice and soft. At that point, you want to roll out your dough, and you go ahead and flip it up in the air, spin it around, roll it out with a rolling pin, whatever is easiest for you. And then you're going to get into a pizza about this size. At this point, you also want to let it rest for another half an hour before you actually start to cook it. Here at the restaurant, we have a beautiful pizza oven that can go all the way up to 800 degrees. At home, you're pretty much going to want to turn your oven up about as high as it goes. Hopefully, it'll go up to 500 degrees. So now I'll show you how to make the pizza. So what we do is we take a little bit of cornmeal, kind of we'll put that in the bottom of our pizza dough, just to make sure that the dough is going to be nice and non-resistant to the peel when we go ahead and put it in the oven. First thing that we do is we take a little bit of confit garlic paste. So basically all it is garlic that's been cooked with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Then what I do is I take a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Basically all I'm doing at this level is I'm just kind of creating a little barrier so when the tomatoes, because they have so much moisture in them, that the moisture from the tomato will kind of beat off the pizza as opposed to actually kind of sticking in the dough and has a chance to kind of wet the dough a little bit, which isn't very good. Nobody likes a soggy pizza. So what we do is we do just a layer of tomatoes. So I just take mozzarella and kind of just randomly disperse it around the pizza. Add a little salt and pepper to it. And then I'll just go ahead and slide it into the pizza oven. Want to make sure it's nice and loose. Put it in, drop it. So once you get your pizza nice and crispy on the bottom and the cheese nice and melted on top, then you know it's ready and it's time to eat. So at this point, when it gets nice and hot, same thing. I want to add some basil to it to make it a traditional margherita pizza. Traditional margherita pizza obviously has the 3 colors of the Italian flag, which was a tribute to Queen Margherita. Slightly drizzled the oil over the top. And there it is, our heirloom tomato flatbread over at the Third Corner. Please come in, give it a try, and we'll be happy to see you.